Why hello there, Hunter Mod from EveryGamesAmazing here, playing Dead Space 3. Now earlier I had played Dead Space 2, link in description below. And I really enjoyed my time with it. It was so much fun to go back to a classic like Dead Space 2, which in my opinion is the best of the 3 Dead Spaces, and play it. So when I beat it, I was like, well, I gotta jump into the next one. And I do plan on going to play the first one at some point, but I jumped immediately into the third one, and we're about to do my favorite part of the entire game, where you crash land into the planet and kind of get to the whole snow aspect, which is where, in my opinion, the game really starts. The whole space station you start on is fine. You kind of, you get the 0G and you get the classic Dead Space vibe, but the true game, in my opinion, is when you get to the planet. Everything on this ship is kind of like just tutorial to get you ready for when you get on the planet. Kind of playing through this again, I ran into a bunch of problems that I had with this game back when it came out. If we kind of go to the bench here, before we kind of get into the nitty-gritty, this game came out back when games had codes that you needed to use to access the online multiplayer. I don't know who remembers back to those really bad days, but you used to buy a game and it came with a code, and that code is the only way you could access multiplayer. It was a really bad idea, and this game did it. And when it first loaded it up and it said to enter the code to access the multiplayer, my brain was like, oh my gosh, I cannot remember why thought this was a good idea. And then kind of as I was playing more, I realized this game does a ton of that stuff. So if we kind of go into the craft items here, you'll kind of notice like resources, somatic gel, tungsten, scrap metal. The problem is that you can buy all that. So if you go to downloadable content, I don't feel like connecting to the EA servers. I'm kind of blinking. Okay, one cool part is that if you see, I can press the X button to share my custom-made weapon, which is pretty cool. But this game has a bunch of little parts, and you can buy them outright. And it just reminded me that this game came out around when all that stuff started, when like loot crates were kind of becoming a little more popular, when buying resources to like get further in the game, just putting your money down to just not have to play the game just gives you everything. So I just kind of wanted to start off complaining about all that, because this game is really still good. It's front loaded with all this awful stuff that games try to toe that line nowadays. But back then they were kind of throwing everything at the wall, and the stuff that kind of survived is what we have now. Thankfully, a lot of this stuff is kind of like the game gives it to you, but you have to like play through it to earn it, or you can just buy it. And it's a whole thing, but I did want to bring it up because this game does all of it. All of it, and it's so annoying. And it just reminded me that, man, Dead Space 2 was a full game. You got the you dropped your money, you got a full experience. Out the gate, you could play through it as many times as you wanted. Every time you played through it, you could go to a different difficulty, you could upgrade all your stuff. This game, you just want to buy it all, don't bother. It's a whole thing. We're at a pretty cool part. We're going to go land on the planet. And I'm really excited about it. Also, they took away save stations. Just another thing that kind of popped into my head. So the game just kind of auto-saves, which is fine. So now we're kind of in the 0G section, which is pretty cool. I gotta put something I just created on the ship here so that we can kind of go down onto the planet. So I'm gonna open this up here. You have all the tools of the trade. You can pick stuff up. You got the stasis, kind of everything. But where the game really picks up is when you get to the planet, and I believe there's like a cold system.
All right. Navigation
and I think it relies on your suit.
Wait, I'm not.
As you can kind of see, I'm just wearing the engineering suit. The game kind of gives you, because it's just classic Isaac.
Good.
And it's the most powerful suit, so why not? But I thought this would be a really sweet place to kind of do it, because I really love this part of the game. This is the part where you kind of crash land on the planet. Well, not I already spoiled it, but everything goes bad. So I'm really excited to kind of relive this part. Especially with like it being so cinematic and Isaac's so awesome. So this is like a much more, you know, he's not grown up, but you know, he's been through some stuff.
This is going
obviously.
to work, right?
Our window's coming up. We go now.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna turn up the volume here.
At all.
Okay, good. Now I can hear things.
Hey, what's up with the oxygen injector? Suck on they're not locked down.
I tried, but the threads are rusty.
Let me see what I can do.
Don't worry.
If one of those
I
box
push
lifts,
buttons
cabin
and
fire's
magically
gonna
everything will
burst.
start
The
working.
atmosphere does. Do me a favor. Find the pressure reading on the main console and let me know when I have a solid seal.
And also, this game just looks really good. It just looks really good. So, you know, we're gonna kind of put everything in here because I'm the master.
I think you just need to twist them once you have them in place.
Oh.
That's done something. I saw the needle drop.
Well, I'm done. I'm done.
There we go.
Okay, so now we got air. We kind of got everyone here. This is cool too, because
It's steady.
this is kind of the first Dead Space where you actually like see people and they aren't immediately brutally murdered or dead or something. Like, I mean, this guy's worse for wear, but it's cool. Like, I'm in the same room as these people and they're not gonna horribly die yet. You actually get to be around other people, which is really unique for a Dead Space. Everyone's not behind a glass door or something stupid. Some stupid plot thing that keeps them away from you. You actually interact with people. And that's unique enough to me.
Okay, everyone.
Whoa!
Let's see if this thing can fly.
So, I don't remember if I get to fly.
Sensors online. I'm seeing mines at 2,000 meters.
Targeting computers spinning up. Okay, Isaac. You have the
But-
controls.
Projecting optimal
Yeah.
route now. Try to keep it on course and shoot anything that gets in the way.
So, now I think it's like shooting gallery, which, you know, Dead Space lets us do their shooting galleries. But I actually get to do both, which is pretty cool. I don't remember what button is gun. Apparently I don't have gun. Am I supposed to start through the hole or avoid this thing? Oh gosh.
Let's have a lock on our heat signature. Here they come.
Oh, okay, I have to lock on. No, 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 ah! Nice, nice. Ah! What am I supposed to? Go down, go down! I think if I already didn't have most of the achievements for this game, I believe there's one for not getting hit by any mines, which I'm about to. Oh, okay. So you have to stay within the square. Oh my. Oh, I think I can paint them all and shoot once. So let's test. Oh, I don't have time to test the theory. I don't have time to test the theory. Ah! Oh yeah.
10 seconds to entry.
Let's go.
Just hold it on course. If we hit it at the wrong time.
Don't worry, I just got this.
3,
He's the best.
1.
Don't worry, we're off course. I mean, you can. Wow. You can just see the crazy amount of, like, you know, detail that you know, they put effort into this third game. You know, starting off on the ship, starting off with the zero G, so you get the classic Dead Space experience, but also ramp. Oh, did I just die? No, that was supposed to happen because they're talking. I didn't just. So. Oh god! Coming in too hot! Oh no! Oh lord! Ah! Oh god, I'm just gonna hit everything on the way down, huh? Off course? How am I supposed to stay on course? Am I just hold down?
Shaking apart.
Yeah, of course we are. I hit a bunch of stuff. Oh god! I can't only paint everything so fast! Ah! Well, see? It took a couple seconds, but that person just... But
Dropping like a rock.
well, we're dropping faster.
I gotta go refill the tank.
I gotta go do something apparently, which is smart. Oh god, why is that on fire? That's not good. I have to go put the tank back. Get in! Turn! Ah! Turn! We're out the fire! We're out the fire! Nice.
That's it. The engines are back online.
Yeah, well that's fantastic, but did you notice the giant hole in the wall? Oh, that guy just took it to the face. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, but now she's captain.
Take the help.
Okay, I'm captain. That's much worse. I don't like the idea of being... Okay, I'm not captain. Oh god, we gotta avoid more. Ah! Where's the seatbelt on this thing? Ah!
There's blood on the gauge. I can't read it.
Oh, of course you can. Okay, gotta dodge the... Oh god! Ah! Oh, go on. Oh god, I gotta shoot stuff too? Ah! Whoa! Oh! I can't see. Have you heard of windshield wipers? Ah! Oh shit, go on! Go on, go down! Ah! Go on! Oh, I'm hitting everything on the way down. Oh, this is going very poorly. I can't see! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I get it. I get 3 hits because of the health bar. Well, this is going poorly. I believe we all get separated. I don't remember. But, yeah, bye-bye. Oh! No, Isaac! Ah, this game is so awesome. Alright, time to wake up. Mr. Clock. Classic upside down, gotta reavert myself. Isaac. Hurry. It's cold out there. Now, I believe... Itchy. Now, I believe... I don't... Yes, there is a whole cold component, being cold component to this game. So, now I think we have to go get another suit that is specifically built for this cold climate. Also, I mean, I have enough health packs, I'm not worried about the health, unless they got rid of them. I don't remember. But man, just look at it. Ah, it's so cool. Yes, Isaac.
Ellie!
So, okay, there is a heat component. So, you know, instead of air, now it's heat. So, you know, I'm just gonna force myself back to full health here because why not? So, you know, now I have to run through this, but I also have to be mindful of, like, I have to stand near this warm thing for a second to warm up because my helmet doesn't work. Yeah, I got it.
Fires. They'll be warm.
So I just kind of picked up the components I was talking about back at the beginning.
The fires.
So like, I don't know how I feel about it, but this game kind of takes away any ammo. There's one ammo clip for every gun, and that kind of harkens back to the way the bench is laid out. Because there's a whole aspect of your guns that you upgrade. Oh god, it's only just getting worse. And my body temperature trying. Oh, that'll warm me up. Okay. And they still brought back like the quick time events, which is cool. Because I like them because they show up on his back. They're really nice. They're nicely integrated. It's not just like a button just magically appears. It's like the game shows, which is cool. But kind of getting back to the guns, you kind of upgrade everything to the bench. So you collect all these parts, and you can kind of mix and match your own gun, and that kind of goes back to what you can share. The problem, no. The problem is that it all kind of goes back around to pay us money for parts, for weapon parts, so you can get the coolest gun. You're gonna have to play through the game 4 times to get this one part you need. So why not just give us money? And I mean, you could. It's. I don't know. It's just annoying. And I'm really glad games are kind of stepping away from that whole aspect. But Dead Space 3 did come out around the time when every game was doing or trying some way to make money before, you know, free-to-play became really popular. So now, like, you know, this is pretty sweet. We're running through, you know, I'm kind of on the clock here because my core temperature is going down. You know, I found the rest of the ship. It looks like things did not go well. So that's just, I think, random guy number. I don't think that's anyone important. Because, I mean, all the main characters survive. I think that's the captain that got hit in the face, yeah. I actually liked him. So, I mean, that kind of sucks that we lost him. And again, it comes all back around to, how can we make Isaac alone? So now, you know, watching this video message. Hello. I mean, it basically says we're moving forward. I mean, it's a linear game. There's nowhere else to go. So, you know, I'm not going to sit there and watch that. Also, I think it kind of tells you, like, hey, we left these flares around. Thing is, it's a linear game. Oh, man, what? Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Don't like that. Don't like any of that. It's all bad.
Ellie.
But I do believe we kind of,
Ellie.
oh, I think I can, no. Oh, that's a shame. So if I remember correctly, I'm kind of get to an open area where I kind of have to, like, scavenge the parts to fix my, yeah, because the objective marker doesn't work. But the game's giving me a lot of ammo, but no enemies, so that's always working. You know, you got the classic stomp. Nothing squishy to hit with it, but so the game also kind of goes into the flow of, like, it's co-op. You can play this entire game with someone else, kind of in real time. It's really cool and interesting. I've never played it like that. So the person you're supposed to co-op with will just kind of show up during the cutscenes. Boom! But, you know, I think the game is slightly different if you have them with you. But generally, like, you'll just kind of walk into a cutscene and, like, magically they'll, like, show up behind you. So we're gonna kind of turn this up here, kind of warm up. Oh man, that thing wants us. That thing wants me dead. That thing does not like me. So, you know, I kind of got a schematic for a bolus gun here. So now I can, you know, if I had a bench. Oh. So kind of just show off the bench a little bit more here. You have two weapons on you at all times, and you can kind of piece them together.
Are you in range?
This is really hard to talk over them. So you kind of got your upgrade circuits, but you also have upper tooltips and attachments. So I'm using the Planet Breaker, which is basically my favorite gun in the game. So I'm just sticking with it. But I can change out the engine, to like kind of like make it like more of a machine gun, or I can change this so instead of turning it, you know, vertical and horizontal, I can make it like a big blast of something. And then you kind of go into blueprints. So I just got the bolus gun, which is in here, which is somewhere in here. But kind of like, hey, I don't want to spend my time building it. I just pay for it, you know, to kind of build the whole thing for me. You kind of go into weapon upgrades and you can kind of piece together. So like I have add 1 damage. So if I put that in here, it would do add 1 damage instead of rate of fire. So you can piece together your guns like that. And then you can kind of craft. So I have a ton of ammo, so I'm not going to bother. And I also have a ton of health kits, so again, I'm not going to bother. But you can kind of piece everything together from the stuff you find or buy. So, you know, we're kind of warmed up. We don't have a suit kiosk yet. I don't have a way to fix my suit, so, you know, we kind of got to go on our own here. So, you know, it's just kind of unique. Like, he doesn't have the helmet on, and I'm playing. It's cool. You know, it's something they really didn't do outside of, like, walk through this one hallway where you're safe. So it's just cool to see like them kind of try out different things on the third one here. So you know that was +2 damage, -1 rate of fire. So I get 2 damage, but I missed out. Oh god! Oh my! Oh god! Man, this thing wants me dead. This thing does not like me. Oh god. You know, it's just kind of cool to kind of be stranded on this frozen planet here. I'm kind of hoping we run. Oh god, yeah, I shouldn't have asked for it. I asked for it and the game provided. As you can kind of see, like I kind of have a like electric part. So you know, I upgraded my gun here so that every shot has an electric component to it. So you know, these necromorphs ain't nothing. I don't think I can enter this. This might be a This might be a side quest, because another cool thing they do is that the game. Oh gosh, my body temp is not good. Maybe there's some warmth up here. I haven't seen any fires. Nope. I don't want to run all the way down there. Just give me it. Why? Oh, okay. So that's just a collectible, and I'm gonna die for a collectible. Fantastic. And that's the cool thing. The maps are definitely much bigger, and you kind of have there's like side quests in them. It's really cool. They're big enough to like, hey man, if you find this thing, come back, and that's pretty cool. You know, the gun I have is called the Planet Cracker, and it's just insanely powerful. So you know, I just kind of stick with it. Let's kind of warm up here.
We're listening to a robot station.
So the scavenger bots are pretty cool. You know, I can kind of, you know, there's a heat source right there, so I can kind of like scavenge around this room. I imagine since it gave me one, it's gonna give me a place to do it. No, maybe not. So I can kind of go over here. See if I find a place. As you can kind of see, it's kind of telling me like, hey man, if you go, oh man, and I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. Okay. Oh, I can breathe. I can kind of see here, like, okay, like, go over here. I think more enemies are gonna come out. So I'm just trying to hunt this down. Sounds like it's right here. So, okay, so if I drop the scavenger by here, it'll go find stuff for me, and then I can kind of come back to a bench once it kind of unloads, and I'll get a bunch of supplies. Still have no objective. So that kind of I might have missed opening that door. I might have been wrong. Oh, I switched to the shotgun. I mean, the shotgun's fine, but I mean this is like a one hit. Plus it slows him down. unless he slows me down. I'm freezing to death on all fronts. Alright, so if I remember correctly... Oh man! Oh my god! That's a lot of guys! That's a lot of guys! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back! Die! But again, you know, kind of the cool thing is that I'm not worried about my health. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. The game just gives you so much of it. I think I broke the game. This is interesting. This game's been pretty polished up till now. I'm immensely surprised. Let's see if I can fix it here. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen the game break at all.
Buckle. Isaac. Well, I'll be dead. Where is everyone?
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is repair that and get the elevator coming up.
We found snowshoes, but there weren't enough to go around, so I decided to stay behind.
Although I might have re-breaking the game by rusting it.
The elevator shot.
Okay. Okay. Ah, the game did break. Wow. The game's been pretty polished up till now. I am very surprised. Boom!
I told them not to eat the infected. Then they started changing.
Why would you eat them?
To bright light. Just shining my flashlight would send them into a violent rage.
Alright, let's get the snowsuit and maybe we'll call it there.
To trap them down there.
But I kind of want to go a little further here. Oh man, this looks fun. Ah! The hell is that thing? Oh, that's right. So, a core part is that the place we're at was built a long time ago. So these necromorphs have been here a while. Like a while. So they're like ancient. Which is also a pretty cool, unique take on the whole thing. But and it looks like they're starving. Which is not good for me. Ah! And there's also a lot of them. Ah! Ah! Also, oh my. Okay. Woo. Did not like any of that. Suit kiosk, please.
Personal log.
Suit kiosk? Please?
3 days. I've been quiet.
I don't remember if the suit kiosk is like older looking because this place is so ancient. Ah! Go away! Ah! Okay, shotgun time. Okay, it takes way too long. It takes way too long. It takes way too long. Die! Ah! Oh god! Ah! Ah! No! 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 Oh god! Did I win? Oh, I won. Ah! Parts. Remind me to get parts. Go away! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Do you mind? I'm trying to get into the pump room. They're so mean. Okay, there's nothing here. Go, 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 go. Just give me the suit kiosk so I can get the working suit, please. Okay, so you hear that sound? That means that I can use this scavenger or something. Oh god, not that sound. Not that sound, please, not that sound. Anything but that sound. Oh god, this room. Oh, I don't like this room. I don't like anything in this room. Oh god, why am I going in? Because there's a collectible. Nice. Oh, I think the scavenger... Oh! Go, little buddy. So, you know, you get more of those throughout the game, and, you know, they definitely help with more playthroughs if you're looking to do that. Because the game is short enough to really warrant, like, multiple playthroughs with better gear and stuff, especially the opening. It's a lot of fun to kind of go through with, like, super powerful gear. So this is kind of it's fine. You kind of just get all the shock parts to kind of touch. You know, it really takes no thought. The scary part is that why does that have spikes on it? You know, and now I have to survive and not get spike to death, which is a ton of fun. So, I mean, this is just phenomenal. I mean, it's just boom! So, you know, we're going to slow that down so I can kind of get through here. And, you know, there's obviously a stasis point, so the game's going to give me a ton of stasis. I think I have to go all the way back. So I'm gonna slow it down. There we go. Nice. So you know, not too hard, but you know, fun. It's fun. You know, a harder one of these. So the thing is, oh, I can't actually get through this. It's called Jenny. It's pretty funny. Okay. Problem solved. Oh yeah, gosh, could you go any slower? The other one was so fast. Do you mind? Hello? Oh man, come on! I'm just trying to pick stuff up. Okay. Thankfully, you just smash A to pick everything up. Oh, come on! Seriously? Seriously? Get me out of here! Oh god. Well, that would have been further. Alright. Go, 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 go. Usually if something's glowing, I can pick it up. Not that. Suit, please. I don't like anything in this place. So again, yeah, I believe that I think when you come down to this planet is the real game. The entire space station part is just kind of the tutorial. So see now I got the key card for that building I passed earlier. So once I don't have to worry about heat, I can actually go all the way back there without, you know, much problem and kind of go do that side quest. So I mean that's pretty cool. So you know it's not gonna let me through unless I get a suit. So let's put on the Arctic suit. Oh yeah, let's get it on. It kind of sucks I gotta give up the classic engineering suit, but you know, I like the all the suits look really cool. So yeah, now I'm ready to survive the Arctic cold. I believe some of the later suits, you know, they look cool and they're also heat resistant. I don't think you need to wear this suit. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade my rig. So this all comes back to you know, kind of using the parts to kind of upgrade. So air, that was only for the beginning. Air really doesn't come into play much from what I remember on the planet. So, you know, I'm going to upgrade my armor here because I can. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade it even more because I can. I'm going to get some more health because I can. Yeah, I really see no point to upgrading the stasis or anything. It's just, you know, I don't really use it all that much to begin with. So, or any of the other stuff, you know, I just mainly want to survive. And now that my locator works, you know, I'll know where to go. So let's kind of get out of here, or not. Oh, I don't know. Is that the way? All right, let's go. Let's go check out this room here. Always check out the way it doesn't tell you to go. Pro tip. Oh, yeah, I just looped around. The suit kiosk was literally in front of me the whole time. So, you know, I'm going to kind of leave that here. I feel like that's a really solid look at Dead Space 3, from a little bit of the space section where you kind of fly around to the ground section where you got to worry about the warmth, at least in the opening. Kind of once you get the suit, that kind of problem entirely goes away. I believe there might be another section where you kind of get hurt a little bit, and you have to like go back. So that was just kind of teaching you, but I don't think so. I don't really remember, and that's part of the fun of replaying these old games, is I don't remember everything. So all this is still fresh to me. So, you know, it's a ton of fun, I really like this game. But the question is Dead Space 3 amazing? I'm going to say yes, totally, 100%. Dead Space 3 is still awesome, even with all the problems I kind of brought up. Because I don't really play much into now. Back when this came out, it was a huge problem with the online code to access the multiplayer, with the crazy amount of microtransactions. All that stuff kind of played in when it originally came out. Because it came out at a time when every game was trying to do their own unique take on it or do something to get you to spend more money than the initial asking price. But now that I'm kind of playing it all this much later, I don't need to play multiplayer, so I'm not missing out on anything. I'm not going to drop money for parts to kind of buy better stuff. So again, and as you can kind of see, the game doesn't really require you. It's more like if you just can't be bothered to play it enough to do it, and that's totally your call. That's not something I ever do. I believe that we should get a full package for the initial asking price, and then any DLC should be like, a new story, maps, more multiplayer content, something in that realm. Not just, hey, I need to drop $5 to unlock this map to show me where every hidden item is. Like, that should be in the game, and that should be viable in the game. So it's weird. We've come a long way since Dead Space 3 initially came out. But we've kind of gone up and down. But, that's just really replaying this, what it reminded me of the most. But I'm having a phenomenal time with it. From the action, the combat, the scares are still there. The game is still freaking terrifying. It just looks phenomenal. I am really having a wonderful time. The gameplay is awesome. And I just love shooting necromorphs. Seeing Isaac's journey is just a whirlwind. So we kind of run the gamut here, and it's been a ton of fun. So I hope you enjoyed. So what do you guys think of Dead Space 3? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Is it amazing? Be sure to leave a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.